Hi everybody, I'm Megan. I'm a sophomore in the group.
Hi Megan!
So I would like to begin by thanking Hannah for all of her hard work as president of the Bostonians this year. I don't think anyone could have embodied the spirit of love, friendship, and tradition that is so vital to the magic of this group in a better way. The first true moment of friendship between Hannah and I was when we were designated roommates on our unforgettable tour to Cornell last year. Hannah was intimidating to me as a lowly freshman. She was beautiful, talented, and just generally way cooler than me. But as we shared a dinner of nachos and pretzels, and she passed me her drink every time the waiter wasn't looking, I realized that she was so much more than that. I'm grateful for that night because it started one of the best friendships that I have found at BC. Something that I'm sure you already know from her amazing performances throughout the year is that Hannah is enormously talented. She truly has one of the best voices I have ever heard, and no matter how many times I hear Golden Slumbers, I'm still dazzled by how high she can belt. Hannah's passion for music is inspiring, and she is so supportive of every member of this group. She has been an inevitable asset to the morale and musicality of the Bostonians, and we will certainly miss her endless supply of perfect high notes. While she is truly an amazing performer, I can personally vouch for the fact that Hannah is an even better person. The first thing that I admire about Hannah is that she is always unapologetically herself. From her signature hoodie flannel.
Well, that's nice.
From her signature hoodie flannel to her random earth-shattering burps, Hannah never takes herself too seriously. I think we can all learn something from that. She is the person who makes you dance a little harder and laugh a little louder, no matter who is watching. Several of my most memorable moments with Hannah involve shamelessly screaming Debbie's new album at the top of our lungs while others looked on in horror. I will miss having someone who appreciates Debbie as much as I do. I have noticed that her spirit is infectious. Hannah has an incredible way of making those around her feel confident and at ease. This quality was especially evident as she welcomed 2 new waves of freshmen into our group this year. She continually went out of her way to make the new members feel comfortable by creating an energetic and inclusive atmosphere for everyone. She knows how to have fun, and she always wants you to have fun too. While she is always a good time, Hannah is also the type of person that will be there for you whenever you need it. She is genuine, kind, and incredibly supportive. Her advice over the past 2 years has meant so much to me, and I will always cherish our hillside chats and infamous girls' night heart-to-hearts. I've heard Hannah say countless times that she has never been good at making girlfriends, but Hannah epitomizes... kind of friend that everyone needs. I know for a fact that I'm not the only one who feels this way, as evidenced by the sheer quantity of heartfelt notes her friends have sent me over the past week to celebrate her final show. Hannah is loved by so many. She has truly become an older sister / cool mom for all of us, and we will miss her eye rolls at Nick's dumb jokes, her passion for dogs of any kind, and her genuine love for every person in this group. In my time as a Bostonian, I am privileged to have met so many of the amazing women that have made up this group over the years. They are strength, beauty, talent, compassion, and ambition all wrapped into one spectacular package. And while they have moved on to bigger and better things, they have undoubtedly left their mark on the people in this group. I always look forward to our tradition of Tequila sisterhood. It is a beautiful opportunity for the women of past and present groups to bond and speak candidly about what the Bostonians has meant to them. Hannah, I want you now to know how much you mean to us, and how much we value the light and laughter that you have brought to this group. It is a hard thing to say goodbye to a person that has meant so much to me, but I can imagine that it is even harder to move from one glorious chapter to another that is still unknown. Keep your strength, charisma, and most importantly, keep your joy as you march on to an incredible future. You have truly been a gift to this group, and now it is time to share that gift with the world. Please remember that no matter where you go and what you do, you will always have a place in the Tequila sisterhood. Oh, yeah.
So, okay. I'm Keely. So, as I began to think about the anecdotes that I wanted to tell about Hannah tonight, I was trying to figure out what the common theme was. I knew there was something that I couldn't quite put my finger on. So I thought back to her callback, which is one of my clearest Hannah memories. So this is only the second time that I was meeting her, and the first time for most of the Bostonians who hadn't been in her audition. So generally, people try to make a good impression at callbacks. Hannah chose for her callback ensemble a gray baggy sweatpants and a gray baggy sweatshirt with the hood up. Why? So to me, it very much seemed like she did not want to be there, or like care about getting into the group at all. So imagine my surprise when nearly 4 years later she is leaving the group, having just served as president. So this story arc of Hannah's time in the group, from grout fit callback Hannah to President Hannah, actually sort of summarizes Hannah as a general person. But also represents one of my favorite things about her, and that is that she always surprises you. Hannah has this unassuming way about her, so that you never really know what to expect. I didn't think she cared about being in this group at all, and yet here we are. Don't get me wrong though, I'm not saying that she didn't put 100% into the group until her senior year. She gave so much to us from the moment that she got in. She led by example even as a freshman, always coming prepared to rehearsals and then going above and beyond what is expected of any member of the group, inviting us into her home for retreats, planning gigs for us at our high school, serving as publicity director, and finally as president. It certainly wasn't what I was expecting when she walked into callbacks that day. Hannah continued to surprise me over the next few years. For example, in her audition, she tried to tell me that she was an alto, and she can belt higher than I've ever sang in my life, which is like honestly really annoying. So, also she had a surprisingly high alcohol tolerance for a freshman. And let's not forget that time that she got shingles right before her first retreat. Which was surprising to me because I didn't know that shingles was still a thing that people got. It turns out, however, that this surprise factor goes both ways in our friendship, because Hannah lovingly told me freshman year that out of all of the girl Bostonians, she thought that I would be the last one to go out of their way to befriend her and invite her over. That's kind of mean, but... So we both ended up surprising each other, because Hannah and I were quickly attached at the hip. We sang basically every part together, drank endless amounts of wine together, and endured suicidal workouts together by the name of BCX. Her meal plan single-handedly kept me alive senior year. And my intern, my 21-year-old ID, kept her and all of her friends fully stocked on beer. You're welcome. Hannah quickly became one of my best friends at BC, and I never would have met her if it weren't for this group of people. So after these few years together, there is so much that I admire about Hannah. But I think that what I appreciate the most is her ability to surprise you by doing more than you expected every time. No matter what she had going on personally, Hannah never let it show when it came to the group. She impressed me as a freshman and then continued to grow into an exponentially stronger, more confident, more mature person. Although callback Hannah did set pretty low expectations, Hannah Hannah has given so much more to this group than I ever could have imagined. She is a Bostonian through and through, but more than that, one of the most genuine people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. Hannah, whatever you end up doing, I'm sure that you will continue to surprise people and give your absolute all to anything you hope to accomplish. Thank you for all you have given me and this group over the past 4 years. I love you very much.
You got it, Han.
For anybody who knows me, this is like my worst nightmare.
No way!
So I'm glad you all pretty much know me. But, so yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this short because there's only 2 of us and it's already gone longer than we expected. Yeah, so I just want to thank all of you. Alright, I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for the last 4 years. To my family, thank you for instilling a love of music in me, dancing with me even though I can't dance, coming to every performance since my first time on stage in middle school, and most importantly, thank you for supporting me in everything throughout life. You guys are literally my favorite people, and you're one person. You're my favorite people in the entire world, and I'm so lucky to have you. To my friends, thank you for the 4 of the best years I could have asked for striving to be the highest level of Bostonian groupies. And being the loudest people in the crowd every show, aside from strip mod. Specifically to my roommates, the ladies who have been by my side day in and out since actually the first day of college. Thank you for putting up with, as they call it, my Hannah time. I stay in my room and like lock the door and just sing to myself for hours. And it's super loud and they just let me go. Thank you for never once complaining about how many Bostonians events you have to go to, host, or just are forced upon you. I love you guys all the way to Fenwick to Ruby. Alright guys. And last but certainly not least, to my Bostonians. Even though I do only live a half hour away, as people keep reminding me this. You guys are truly my home away from home. You've been my constant here at BC, and I will never be able to explain how grateful I am for that. Alumni, I look up to each and every one of you, and and I can't wait to join you guys. Current Bostonians, hold on to every moment. I told you this earlier, but time really does fly. It seems like yesterday that I was sitting outside the callback room in my sweatpants and sweatshirt, wondering what in the world I was doing surrounded by all of these people. You guys like really fell for it. It was a facade. I was like, if I act like I don't care, it'll be fine, because there's just no expectations, you know? Where was I? Actually though, yeah, like I got shingles the day after I got in the group, so I was super stressed out about it. Seriously though, Nick and I have been forever impacted by this little acapella family, and I can't thank you guys enough. I'll always answer to your severely uncomfortable calls of Hamahogly, Hagar, Daddy Handbooks, any other name that you come up with. I love you guys, and also thank you to all of you who came tonight. We're very lucky to have you. Thanks.
like totally intimidated. I think I have Alzheimer's, so I'm just gonna pull up the words. Don't laugh, I'm serious. I told Hannah, you know, get ready, girlfriend. Here I come. Who doesn't know what I'm talking about? Who's never left home, who's never struck out to find a dream and a life of her own. A place in the clouds, a foundation of stone.
Many precede and many will follow. A young girl's dreams no longer hollow. It takes the shape of a place out west. But what it holds for her, she hasn't yet guessed.
She needs wide open spaces,
room to make her big mistakes.
she needs new faces.
She knows the high stakes.
Keep going, because this is where I screw up because I have Alzheimer's. She traveled that road as a child, wide-eyed and grinning, she never tired. But now she won't be coming back with her friends. If this is lifestyle, she'll... She needs wide open spaces, room to make her big mistakes. She needs new faces.
She knows the high stakes. She knows the high stakes. As her folks drive away, her dad yells, check the oil.
Not really.
He stares out the window and says, I'm leaving my girl. She said it didn't seem like that long ago, when she stood there and let her own folks know she needed wide open spaces, room to make her big mistakes. She needs new faces. She knows the high stakes. She knows the high stakes. She knows the highest stakes. She knows the highest stakes. She knows the highest stakes.
By the way, her dad would be saying, I love you, B. He worships his daughter. So. That wasn't a dig. We just don't change our own oil.
Alright, Mom, I need you for this one. Come on up, Mom. Got it. Jake, the guitar man. Little Riverman.
If you want to sing backup in the audience, you can.
Wonderwall.
There's some OOOs in there that feel so inclined.
We're ready for it.
Yeah, it's been a bumpy road. Roller coasters high and low. Feel the tank and drive the car. Pedal fast, pedal hard. You won't have to go that far. You wanna give up 'cause it's dark. You're really not that far apart. So let your heart, sweetheart, be that compass when you're lost, and you should follow it wherever it may go. When it's all said and done, you can walk instead of run, 'cause no matter what, you'll never be alone. Never be alone. Oh, oh, oh. Never be alone. Oh, oh, oh. Nice. You got directions on your way. Don't close your eyes, don't be afraid. We might be crazy late at night. I can't wait till you arrive. Follow stars, you'll be alright. You wanna give up 'cause it's dark. We're really not that far apart. So let your heart, sweetheart, be that compass when you're lost, and you should follow it wherever it may go. When it's all said and done, you should walk instead of run, 'cause no matter what, you'll never be alone. Never be alone. Oh, oh, oh. Never be alone. Oh, oh, oh. You wanna give up 'cause it's dark. We're really not that far apart. So let your heart, sweetheart, be that compass when you're lost, and you should follow it wherever it may go. When it's all said and done, you should walk instead of run, 'cause no matter what, you'll never be alone. Never be alone. Oh, oh, oh. Never be alone. Oh, oh, oh. When it's all said and done, you should walk instead of run, 'cause no matter what, you'll never be alone.